Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of a creature that's, well, frankly, both adorable and deadly.
Mm-hmm.
The pufferfish.
Yeah.
You've sent us some really interesting research stories, even ancient Chinese texts.
Wow.
We're talking like serious pufferfish fascination here.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm right there with you. I mean,
Yeah.
these guys have been around for 100 million years. Talk about resilience, dinosaurs, megalodons, you name it. The pufferfish has seen it all and
Right.
lived to tell the tale.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. They've got these deceptively cute faces, almost cartoonish, but then bam!
Right.
Teeth that could crack a safe and enough poison to take down a small army.
It's true. The pufferfish's journey through time is a testament to survival against really incredible odds. It's bigger than just one fish. It speaks to how life adapts and thrives even when faced with massive environmental change.
So, are you ready to deep dive into this world of the pufferfish? Buckle up, we're starting with those teeth.
Okay.
Okay, I'll admit, sometimes after my morning coffee, I think I've got a powerful bite.
Uh-huh.
But pufferfish, they put us humans to shame.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking teeth strong enough to crack through coral reefs. The metal on cans get this even screws.
Wow.
Can you imagine chomping on a screw like it's a sunflower seed?
I can't even imagine.
I can't even fathom it.
It's like a perfect example of form evolving to perfectly match its function.
Yeah.
Those incredibly strong teeth are absolutely essential to the pufferfish's diet.
Right.
They need that raw power to crush through the hard shells of their prey.
Yeah.
Crabs, snails,
It's like they've got built-in nutcrackers, but way more hardcore.
Totally.
And speaking of tough chompers, did you know that their teeth are incredibly similar in structure to a shark's? And here's the kicker. They regrow constantly.
They do. And it makes perfect sense if you think about it.
Right.
Continuous tooth replacement is crucial for any animal that relies so heavily on its bite to survive.
Right. My dentist would be out of business if our teeth could do that. It'd be like having like a fleet of BMWs in my mouth, always ready to go.
Always ready, yeah.
But let's be real. Teeth are just the tip of the iceberg with these guys.
Right.
It's time to talk about the pufferfish's other claim to fame, that incredible inflatable defense mechanism.
You know, it's funny you should say tip of the iceberg, because what we see, that iconic pufferfish silhouette,
Right.
that's just the, shall we say, inflated version of the story.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But you're right. We've all seen the pictures, pufferfish puffing themselves up into these adorable yet slightly terrifying spiky balls.
Right.
But have you ever seen the videos of these guys in action?
Oh, yeah.
Taking on eels, groupers, even an octopus?
It's amazing.
It's pure comedy gold.
It might look funny to us, but that inflation is a brilliant and effective defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Think about it. For a lot of predators, a fully inflated pufferfish is simply too large to swallow.
Right.
And those spines, they're like trying to eat a pincushion. Not a pleasant dining experience for anyone.
And for those larger, more ambitious predators, it's not just the prickliness. It's like trying to swallow a whole durian fruit, a choking hazard with added spikes.
Precisely. The pufferfish has evolved this defense that seems, perfectly designed to target a variety of predators, exploiting their vulnerabilities in one fell swoop.
Right.
It's really quite fascinating.
It is fascinating,
Yeah.
but nature loves to keep us on our toes, and there are always exceptions to the rule.
Right?
Dolphins, for example, seem to think pufferfish make excellent aquatic toys, batting them around like volleyballs.
You're not wrong. There's just something about a perfectly round, spiky ball that seems irresistible to them.
And then their lance prawns,
Oh,
these guys just go straight for the puncture, no hesitation, no fear.
I know. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
It's amazing.
And then you've got us humans.
Right.
Apparently dried pufferfish make fantastic shoe shining cloths.
Oh, that's great.
Let's talk about adding insult to injury.
Well, that brings us to a very important point. The pufferfish's deadliest weapon, its toxin.
Oh, yeah. From hilarious to hair-raising.
That's right.
We're talking about tetrodotoxin.
Yeah.
And this isn't your average run-of-the-mill poison. We're talking 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide.
It's true. Tetrodotoxin, or TTX, is nothing to mess with.
No.
A single drop can take down an adult human.
And the way it works is just unsettling,
Yeah.
numbness, tingling, paralysis, and then lights out.
Yeah.
But you'd be completely aware as your body shuts down because it doesn't affect the brain directly.
Yeah, it's really scary.
It's a terrifying thought.
It is. It is.
It really is.
That's because TTX is what we call a neurotoxin.
Okay.
It works by blocking the transmission of nerve signals, essentially shutting down the body's entire communication system.
So, some researchers even believe this whole body shutdown, this feeling of being trapped, is the basis for the zombie lore in Haiti.
Oh, wow.
Imagine that. Waking up in a coffin, unable to move.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Terrifying.
It's a fascinating connection, isn't it? And while the zombie connection is still up for debate, the effects of TTX are undeniable.
Right.
They've been studied extensively. But here's where things get really interesting. As deadly as TTX is, it also holds incredible potential as a painkiller.
Wait, hold on. So the same thing that can kill you might also be the key to pain relief. That's kind of wild when you think about it.
It really speaks to the incredible power and duality of nature, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Researchers are exploring TTX for its potential as a powerful, non-addictive painkiller. Imagine, like, a world where pain management after surgery could last for days without the risk of addiction.
Right.
That's the promise of TTX.
Wow. Okay, so we've got this fish, this walking, swimming paradox.
Yeah.
Deadly, yet somehow delicious.
Right.
Because even with all those defenses, we can't seem to resist a good pufferfish dinner.
It's true. The allure of the pufferfish extends far beyond its biology.
Yeah.
Cultures around the world have, like, a really rich history with this creature.
And nobody does pufferfish dining quite like the Japanese.
Oh, absolutely not.
They've elevated it to an art form, highly trained chefs, incredibly strict regulations, beautiful presentation.
It's amazing.
I even read that there's a haiku about the thrill of eating pufferfish, knowing that each bite could be your last. Talk about living on the edge.
It really does make you think about our, like, relationship with risk, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But you're right to point out the, like, reverence with which the Japanese approach this culinary tradition. And there's a scientific basis for it.
Okay.
The toxin concentration in a pufferfish actually varies by organ.
Okay.
The flesh itself, when prepared correctly, is considered relatively safe.
That's amazing. So much care and precision goes into making it, if you'll pardon the pun, palatable.
Precisely.
Okay.
The liver and roe, on the other hand,
Yeah.
those contain much higher levels of TTX and are considered extremely dangerous.
So stick to the sashimi. Steer clear of the internal organs.
Yes, I think that's probably wise.
Noted.
Yes.
But not everyone plays by those rules.
Right.
We have to talk about the Yangzong people of China, known for their, let's call it a bolder approach to pufferfish consumption.
Right.
We're talking about parts of the fish that would make even the most experienced Japanese chef nervous.
It's true. The Yangzong people have a long and complex history with the pufferfish.
Okay.
They claim to have methods of preparing the fish that neutralize the toxin, even in those more dangerous parts.
So a culinary daredevil act passed down through generations.
You could say that,
Wow.
but, and I can't stress this enough, those methods have not been scientifically validated.
Oh, okay.
So while their history is fascinating, it's important to, err on the side of caution.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No matter how tempting it might seem, maybe leave the pufferfish cooking to the experts.
Those with a death wish.
Or those with a death wish. Exactly.
Right.
Well, we've covered some serious ground today, from ancient history and cutting-edge science to culinary daredevils and even a touch of zombie lore.
It's remarkable, isn't it? This tiny fish, with its almost like comical defenses and deadly secrets, has captivated humanity for millennia.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, is the pufferfish just a culinary curiosity, a biological marvel, or, is there something more?
Right. What does it all mean?
Right.
I think it raises an important question about, our place in the natural world.
Right.
Here's this creature that has survived, thrived even for millions of years.
Right.
Despite its size, despite its predators, it's evolved these incredible defenses, this potent toxin.
Yeah.
And yet we as humans, we find ourselves drawn to it, fascinated by it.
We do.
It makes you wonder, does the pufferfish, with its potent toxin and enduring survival, represent a challenge to humanity's claim as the demon lord of nature?
Wow. That is a humbling thought.
It really is.
So, tiny toxic terror, or a symbol of nature's enduring power.
I mean,
Maybe a bit of both.
perhaps that's the beauty of nature, isn't it? It's full of contradictions and complexities.
It is.
And the more we explore, the more we realize how much more there is to learn.
Absolutely. And if you're as captivated by these little guys as we are, we encourage you to keep that exploration going. Dive into the specific adaptations of different pufferfish species, the history of tetrodotoxin research, or even the cultural practices surrounding pufferfish consumption around the globe.
There you go.
Trust me, the rabbit hole goes deep on this one. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and remember, sometimes the most fascinating creatures come in the smallest packages, spikes optional.